This
Ajit?
conference will now be recorded.
Okay, Mr. Sagan is not joined, I think so. Hello? Mr. Ajit? Mr. Ajit, hello?
This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah. Uh, in last class, we have completed the enterprise structure. So, I have left something regarding the sales area and credit control area. I just left it. So, today I just complete this two and we can start the masters. Okay. So,
Okay.
yeah. Regarding the enterprise, do you have any doubts? So, you need any clarification? Shall we move on? Okay. So, I'm just logging in. So actually, I just changed my system because so that particular system is not having any configurations, especially in finance or nothing. So I just changed the system. Okay. So first we can see the sales area. So how to create and how to assign, that's it. So sales area is nothing but we are not going to give any particular code or name for the sales area. The combination of sales organization, distribution channel and division is a sales area. Okay. So when we are combining these all three in a single place, that is called as a sales area. That's why we have dotted this thing. So these all three, when we are combining all three, it is a sales area. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, there is no specific item code, that means specific sales area code name or that for that. So when we combine all these things, this is called as a sales area. Yes, so each and everything, so one sales organization and one distribution and one division as a one sales area. Then again we will have some 55 56 like that. So based on that it will be, so actually the system has changed, so the distribution channel and division some will be somewhat different, so just have it in mind. So I'm just going into SPRO. Yes, so I'm just going to the enterprise structure. Then I'm not going to define anything because sales area is just not a definition. It is a direct assignment of all three combination. So sales organization, distribution, and division combination. So directly we can go to the assignment and we can see in the sales and distribution. There you can see setup sales area. Okay, because we don't have any definition option here. Instead of, they will be directly assigning the these three combination. Yes, so directly you can select this and you can see sales organization, distribution channel and division combination. Here we will be assigning all the combinations here. So based on that, so the system will consider as a each and every assignation as a sales area. Okay, clear? Yes. So I'm just going in, so directly you can go to the new entry and you can select the sales organization. Yes, so we have three sales organization. I'm just giving one. Okay, then in distribution you can directly go inside and you can see okay, 1 2 3 4, totally of 6 distribution channels we have. So for each and every distribution channel link we will have a separate sales area. That means each line is a separate sales area. So next thing is we are combining the distribution channel, that means a division. Yeah, we are combining sales organization, distribution channel and the division. Yeah, we have a number of division. These are the products. So in that system it is not there, so we have defined everything. So number of products is the division, that means the production line. So I'm just giving one. Okay, then you can directly save, that's it. So for each and every distribution channel and the division, you have to map with the sales organization. So each line will be considered as a separate sales area. Clear?
No.
Yeah, please. What's the doubt
Okay.
here?
Yeah, my question is that the distribution channel, if we have only three on distribution channel and division we have two, so in sales org, so are we gonna have like okay, like what you put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think six I think yeah no six I mean what I'm trying to say is that if you
Okay.
have on the distribution channel we have like 5 distribution channel and
Okay.
we have three distribution channel. So are we gonna link the sales org or the sales org with the 5 distribution channel and and the division? So we're gonna
Yes.
like have the three. So the other two space, so we don't leave it open. Is that correct? I don't know if you understand my question.
Yeah, it's very clear. So actually, you can see this image. So this is what the image says. So everything is independent, but the sales area is the combination of all three. So we don't need to give a special code for this thing. So instead of that, so we can map these three things and we will consider as a sales area because this combination is different. So you can see the combination, right? So that is different. So if you take, so sales org 1000, then distribution channel 01, then division 10. This is one sales area.
Okay.
Okay, so this is one sales area as 100. Then again, same sales organization, you will be having another distribution channel, and with another division, you will be having another sales area. That is sale area 1, sale area 2. That's it. Because sales area is not a physical thing, it's a virtual thing, because all distribution channel, division, everything you are mapping. Because physical area we will be mapping only in sales office. This is sales area. We are defining that this sales organization, this distribution and division is mapped as a single sales unit. That means single sales area. Like that we have another, then another. So like that we have a
Oh,
set
okay.
of sales area. Clear?
Okay. Yeah, clear.
Yeah, that's what we are mapping here. So we will be mapping sales organization, distribution channel and division. So how many distribution and division you have, you can directly map. Or else for a single
Okay.
distribution channel, you can map multiple divisions. Or else each and every
Okay.
distribution channel, you can have this option. So that will be considered as a separate sales area.
Okay.
Yes. So that's what we are mapping. So directly you can give a save. That's it. Okay, what is saying? Okay, the entries already exist. So what is the thing? Because already that combination is there. See, this is how it is mapped. For a single organization, we have a distribution channel and a division. So like that same distribution channel can be mapped with different divisions. So like that, so each and every distribution channels will be mapped to all the divisions. So in each and every channels, you can sell all the products, not a single product. You can sell all the products. That's why the sales area is useful. Okay, you're clear?
Yeah.
Yes. So the next thing is credit control area. So yeah, so I just create the credit control area. This we need to define. So nothing we can assign. So directly we can define. So we can check with the financial area. Okay. So actually it will be in a controlling area. Mhm. Yes. Okay, so here you can see the defined credit control area. This is only for giving a credit for the customer, that if you want to have a credit management in your thing, that means especially in SD, you need this credit management area. That's it. So you can have one credit control area for multiple company codes. It is not a mandatory thing. So everything you are collecting here, so it's like a controlling area. So like that, so you can create a single credit control area and you can assign to the multiple company codes. So directly you can execute this button. That you can see already two company codes, that means two credit control area is there. If you want to create a new thing, directly you can go to the new entry option and give a credit control area code, any code you can give. I'm just giving 1000 as a code, and what currency you need to think, INR, USD, anything you want, you can directly give. And if you want to give a credit limit here, you can give a credit limit in values, or else in the transaction, when we are going to the transaction for the particular customer, we can assign the credit limit for each and every customer, or else this credit limit will be a common for everything. So you just leave this thing, because when you are going for the transaction for a particular customer, we can give the credit limit. That means for this particular customer we can allot some 1000 USD or 2000 USD or 1 lakh, 2 lakh, like that. You can assign the value for this particular customer. When the customer meets that particular target, automatically their delivery will be blocked. Clear?
Mhm.
Yes. Yes. And you can see, yes. So it is the code. I'm just giving a name here, anything. So it is a test credit control area. Okay. Yes. So that's it. So that I say. So credit control area is nothing but, so we will be having some credit management for the customers. So when we are applying this particular thing, we can fix a particular credit for that particular customer. It is very useful from the finance side. So we can monitor by just assigning this thing to the customer. So when we are going for the customer master, I just show you this thing. Yes. So next thing is directly we can go to the assignment, and you can assign the company code to the controlling area. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So we have a company code here 1000, because I'm using another system. That system is not there, so I'm just using another system. So its company code is 1000. So the company name is Gem Equipments Private Limited. So I'm using the controlling code here. So usually it is empty here, so we don't have any control key here. So we have to map it with the company code, then only this control special controlling area will be directly mapped to this company code, as we already defined in the enterprise structure. So each and everything will be mapping to one another. So like that we will be mapping this credit control area to a particular credit control area. Yes, so we have a credit control area here. Also we can have this thing also. So I'm just selecting this thing. Yes, then you can save. Yes, that's it. So the definition and assignment is done for complete enterprise structure. So yeah, we have mapped everything. So now you can see the complete thing. That means everything is mapped under this client and company code. So we can take all the financial things from this company code, and all the sale related things from the sales organization header, and all other reports using a plant and the sales organization combination. All the combinations we have done using the enterprise structure. So this is the very basic thing of configurations. So after that we are moving to the transaction side. So after every transaction, then I will jump into the configuration as well. Then we can see parallelly what is happening. Clear? So any doubts? So we can move to the masters. Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So yeah, we can start from the customer master. I think so. You have already worked in the customer master, so I just don't want to brief this thing. So directly we can go to this thing. So XD01 is for create, XD02 to change, and XD03 is for display. This is quite normal, so it's a very basic thing. So yeah, so you can directly open a new session, and you can give this code. So XD01, yes. So only certain things we are going to fill. So first thing is accounting group. That is very simple. So what kind of customers? Definitely it can be some 4 or 5 parameters. So like bill to party, ship to party, or domestic or export. What type of customer you are going to select, that you are going to give. So it is up to you. So I'm just selecting the domestic thing. If you want to create export, you can have a export customer here. Like that, all the customers we have to assign from the configuration part, then that will be displayed here. So first I will just do the transactions here. Then on the next class, we will see what are all the configuration, how to create this account group, then how to create these kind of things, and directly how it is applying. That means how it is visible in the transaction side. We can see it next class. So now we can see only the transaction, then only you can understand and you can relate with this. So from where it is coming here, and where we have to develop these things, everything I'll just show you in the next class. Yes, so I'm just going to select a sold to party, that is a domestic thing. So I want to create a domestic customer, and I'm not giving a customer code here because customer code is internal, that means automatic creation. I'm not going to give any customer code is there. So when I save the document at finally, so automatically this number will get generated. So we have only one company code here, so automatically the company code came. So if it is number of company code is large, that means if you have more than 5 6 company codes, then you have to select it from this option. So now we have only one, so we have only one, so automatically it came. So next thing is we can to give the sales organization. Why we are giving this thing is very important, that's why we have mentioned everything in the enterprise structure. So in the sales, if you give the sales organization, only this sales area will get activated. All of a sudden you are asking some questions, right? So why this thing are mapped? So if we map these three things, only the sales area will get activated. You can see the tab, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So the sales area consists of sales organization, distribution channel, and division. If we map all these three with different combination, this sales area will be different. That means activated. Clear? Yes. Yeah. So I'm just selecting one sales organization. Okay, 1000. Then I'm just going for distribution channel. Okay, I'm just selecting the direct sales. So next is division. I'm just giving any product. Yes. Then I'm just opening this document. So I'm going to create this combination. I'm just going to create a customer for a domestic for this combination of sales area. So only this customer will be activated for only this area. If you want to create all the sales area, then you have to make this combination for all the things, then you have to extend. Every time you have to extend. Yes. So I'm just continuing. The page is quite normal, so all the basic things that you have seen in many ERPs quite normal here. I'm just giving company, then I'm just giving test customer SD. Okay, I'm just searching them, so SD test. Okay, street number, anything you can give, so I'm just giving XXX street, and I'm just giving any postal number. Yes, city, you can give any city, so like New York can give. Then country, I'm just giving India because I just given only INR currency. So in region, if you select the region, so in India, what are all the regions available, it will be showing there. Okay, so we can select Andhra Pradesh or something. Okay, we can select AP. Yes, so if you have a mobile number and email ID, you can directly give, but it's not a mandatory thing, you have to give. So mobile number, so email you can give whatever you want, but it will check for the identity because it should be in special format, so you can see that. So I just given this thing, so I'm just moving to the next page. So it's not allowing me because it is not in the proper valid, so I'm just giving okay, so Ajit at gmail.com. So actually this is the format we have feeded this thing to the system, that's why. So it is not allowing because it's not in the perfect format. Now it is in a perfect format, so it will allow me to go to the next. Okay, in this general area, I'm just going to give only the basic thing. This is the first basic thing, that's basic information about the customer. Next thing is I'm just going to this payment transaction. Yes, very important. So in the payment transaction, you will be giving the bank details of the customer. Okay, so this is very important for vendor and as well as for the customer. Vendor, we have to pay the amount for this particular customer. We can use this bank details and we can directly pay. And for the customer also, so if you want to make any debit amount or if you want to return any thing. So anything you have to collect all the bank details and you have to fill it here. So like I'm just giving what is the country and bank key. That means what is your IFSC code. So I'm just giving any IFSC code IN001. Then bank account number, can give the bank account number. Then what is the name of the holder? So you can give the same name. Yes. So this is all the basic information. Then you have to go to the bank data. Then you can see the elaboration of. So what is the bank name? So I'm just giving SBI bank. Then what region it belongs to? You have to give the region. Okay. Then what is the street? Is not mandatory. So if you want, you can give, or else you can directly give your city. So okay, I'm just giving the city as Hyderabad. Yes, bank branch. Okay, so Hyderabad. Yes, that's it. So I just given the basic things. So when I want to pay to the particular customer in any case, so I can use this bank details what I have used in this customer master. I can directly take and I can use it in the system. That's why we are collecting the maximum information. Just giving this tick. Then finally, I'm just going to the contact person. So main thing is who you want to contact. So who is the customer point of contact? You can give his name. So I'm just giving a name as Rahul, and first name you have any first name means you can okay, Rahul Singh. Okay, that's it. So if you want to give any visiting hours, so that partner, so when he will be available, anything you can give. So that's also option is available. So if this particular person is only available on this particular place and particular time and particular date, you can directly define this thing. So by seeing the report you can see, so he will be available at what time. So when the sales engineer can go to that particular place and visit the customer, and if any queries, when we can have this query session discussion, everything you can map it here. It's not a mandatory. So if you want, you can map it here. So that will be very useful for the sales management team. Yes. So actually we have a three set of data. So one is in for customer, we have a three set of things to create. So first thing is general data. So next thing is company code data, and third thing is sorry, it's accounting data. Sorry, that's what we are covering in the sales code data. So it is sales data.
Sales data, yeah.
Yes. So in general data, we will be collecting only the general info of the customer. Then in the company code data, we will be collecting all the finance related details of the customer. Then in the sales area data, you are very sure that we are collecting the sales related info of the customer. So by doing all these three things, then we will be having a pakka data of that particular customer, so that any transaction between the customer, we will be having some 90% of data that will be very useful at any cost. So we can directly interact with the customer, or we can send the payments, or we can do the payment terms. Everything is based on this. Okay. Yes. Now the general data is fine. So we have got some basic things we have done, right? Then we can go to the company code data. Here you can see now we are in the general data. So these all two, that means company code data and sales area data, is open. So when we open the company code data, then general data and sales area data will be open. You can see, right? So I'm just clicking the company code data. Yes, now you can see the general data and sales area data is open because you are in the company code data page. So here it's asking a recon account. Recon account is very simple account. That means, so whenever you create a customer, you need to reconcile something, because when the number of transaction increases in SAP, so you cannot reconcile. That means reconciliation is very simple. You will be matching the customer ledger, financial ledger, with your current system, whether both the transaction amount is equal or any other variations in there. So you have to have a reconciliation account for each and every group. That means domestic, export, you should have a separate reconciliation account that you have to select. Yes. So here you can see we are creating only the domestic. So domestic having a separate GL for this thing. So this thing we have to select. So all the postings related to this particular customer will be posted here. So the finance people will do this reconciliation by using this particular GL. Okay. So because the company code part is a purely of finance part. So next tab, you can see the payment transaction. Directly go to the payment transaction. Only two things we are going to give. One is the term of payment, then the tolerance group. Okay. The term of payment is very simple. So what is the payment terms of the customer? How the customer wants to pay you? So what kind of terms you have? So that's also you can create from the configuration side. So now I'm just selecting from this drop down. Then the next class we can see how it is created. Yes, you can see the number of payment terms. It is up to you. That means management expectation. So how the client is requiring. So same thing you can have it here. So as I said, the credit management. So you can have 15 days, 7 days credit, 30 days credit. That means if you have a 30 days credit, then till 30 days the customer can utilize the maximum sales. That means no restriction till 30 days. Then after 30 days, if that particular payment is not required, that means not received by the customer, then automatically the customer delivery will be blocked. Okay.
So I say block. So what do you mean by block? That the transaction gonna be cancelled?
Yeah. No, it's not cancelled. So it will be blocked temporarily. So we cannot move forward. That means we cannot deliver that particular product to the customer because the customer has not paid the amount.
Okay.
Yes, so it will automatically check the system whether the payment is done or not. If the payment is not done, so the customer's next transaction, already previously done transaction, we cannot do anything. But upcoming transaction after 30 days will be blocked automatically. So when the payment comes, it will be released. Yeah.
Sir, if I want, hello.
Yes, Ajit.
Sir, if I want to give a customer two options, that is either 30 days or the limit of if I given the limit of 1 crore.
Yes.
Either 30 days or within 1 crore, if I want to give the limit, then what is the cost?
Yes, we can use only two options. Whether you can give a days or you can give a value. Only to any one option you can give for a customer.
Whichever is that means if the customer is not eligible for 3 crores, if you have given the order, what is the
So that is the management decision. That's what. So before giving a credit limit, so you have to have a checklist that whether he is a good customer, whether he has done any other sales with us, any relationship with us, how he is paying back. So how many days he is taking to pay back. Everything you have to monitor, and based on that only you have to fix a value. If it is a golden customer, that is he is a dealer or some trader, so every year he is giving some more orders for you, then you can give a credit for this. So only for the golden customer you have to assign the credit. If it is a one-time customer or one or two times he will purchase in a year, then there is no need of giving a credit for it. So directly you can avoid the credit management, and if 100% amount came, then you can use it. So for that you can use these kind of thing. That means what the thing is, yeah, like this you can have. So 100% against delivery, or else advance against pro forma. So you can get the complete amount, then you can sell it for that. It is up to the management.
No, sir. For example, this month is July. Hello.
Yes.
If the customer has given an order of 20 lakhs in the first date of August.
Okay. So the customer order value is
20 lakhs.
okay. Next.
The first of August.
Actually, your side in the voice is very breaking. I think some noise is coming from outside.
Again, if the customer has given an order of 20 lakhs in the 7th day of the August. Hello.
Ajit, your side the voice is very annoying backside. Yeah, now it's clear. So second
Yeah.
order again he has done for 20 lakhs, right?
20 lakhs in the 7th August.
Yeah, okay. So I just take it as the first day, and here I just
Uh,
take the 7th day. Okay.
Again, the third order has been given the customer of 20 lakhs in the 15th day of the
Okay.
same month. But
Okay.
company has given only the limit of up to only 50 lakhs.
Okay.
He can use 50
So
lakhs
yeah,
within the 30 days, or he can use the limit of 30 days only,
yeah, you
or he
can
can
use
use
a
the
day.
only
You
transaction of
can
50
use
lakhs
30
or
days, or you can use the value of 50 lakhs. Only the
30 lakhs.
value or days. Any one it will take. So what do you want to
He
check?
can,
You want
both
a
the things
days
it may,
or you want okay. So I just say the two chances. First, if you take a days, okay. So the
okay.
first day, so till 15th day, so it is eligible, right?
Till 30th day he is eligible.
Yes, till
30
30th
days
day he
credit.
is eligible. Yes, so till
Yes, sir.
30th day he is eligible. So 31st day, it will check for the first payment, whether it is received or not.
Mm.
Clear? So it will 31st
Okay.
day it will check for the first payment, because the first order it will check whether this 20 lakhs or not. If it is not received, then the fourth order will be blocked. Clear?
Yes, sir. But fourth order and the first order, the credit limit is 15 days as gap is there.
Yeah, that is not an issue for the system. System will take only 30 days. It will give freedom for a 30 days for this particular customer. So within 30 days, you can give a multiple orders. That is not issue. So after 30 days, in the 31st day, it will check for the limit. The first order it will check. So yes.
I want to give the customer only for 50 lakhs or 30 days. Both the things I want. If we cross the 50 lakhs within the 10 days or 5 days also, I don't want to give the anything.
No, that is
That means
not
I don't
possible. So that is not
want that.
possible. Yeah, that is not possible in SAP. So only one thing you can give. So only you can give a days for the customer, or else you can give the value for the customer. Both is not possible in SAP.
Okay, sir.
Yes. So whether you want to need, means you have to do the customization. So you have to use some user exit. So it's a complicated one. It is not in a standard. Whether you
Okay,
can
sir.
use a user exit. So if you check for any user exit, so you can check with this condition, and you have to check with any other programmer. Mainly for ABAP, you have to check. Then whether any customization program we have to do, but standard it is not there. So any one you can use. Okay, clear?
Clear, sir. Clear.
Yes, yes. But it is not in the standard. So if you want to do, you have to do the customization, that we need a programmer. Okay, so I'm just giving this. Okay, it's done. So whatever it is available in the standard, better we can use that standard. So if it is 100% required by the management, then we can go for the customization. Okay, first of all, we can try the standards, because if you go for any customization, the number of errors will be definitely huge. So don't go for the customization for all the reasons. So if the reason is particular, then you can go for the custom. Okay, just okay. I'm just filling this all. Okay. Okay, I'm just giving the phone number. So all the details you can have. So previously, if you type, just give a space, then it will give you the thing. Okay. Actually, it is not mandatory. So I just give a contact. Okay, I just started. I'm just giving to company code and I'm just selecting the domestic. Okay, so payment transaction. I'm just giving the payment terms. Okay, 100% advance against pro forma. Then the tolerance scope is very different. So if you want to give any tolerance for this, actually this should not be any mandatory thing. So if you want to give any tolerance for the customer like this, so 1%, 2% tolerance, if you want, you can create this tolerance group, but it is not suggestible. So I'm just giving the other option. That means there is no option here, only the other option is there. That means we don't have give any tolerance. In the other option, I will just give you the zero tolerance. That's why I just selected. So usually for the customers, we don't give the tolerance, because only for the vendor we will give the tolerance. It is not for the customer. Then directly you can go to the sales area data. So here what we have created in the enterprise structure, everything we will be mapping here. Okay. So the sales office, yes, here everything is comes. I'm just giving the sales office as Mumbai. Then sales group, everything what we have created in the enterprise structure will come here. Yes. So customer group also. So any customers, I'm just giving a one-time customer here. That's it. Then if you go to the shipping, then you can see the delivery priority. So it is not mandatory. Okay, it's given as a mandatory. Okay, you can give the priority of top, high level or low level. What is the priority of this customer sales? You can directly give. So if it is a normal, you can directly give a normal, or else if you can directly give us high. Then shipping condition.
Standard.
Yes. Yes. So whether you have a standard or pickup or any other trading, like, or else you will be moving to the warehouse, anything you need, directly give. If you don't have anything, directly you can select the standard thing. Then finally, you can go to the billing document and give the Incoterms if it is not required, because Incoterms we will be mainly using for the export thing. So if you have anything, that means X works or you are doing anything, means you can directly give, or else you can just leave it. Then you can give the terms of payment here. This is from the finance side. So you can give the payment terms. Then the tax related things. So it is also not mandatory. So if you want to active this thing, you can directly give. That means, so it is liable of taxes. So you can give all the things as liable taxes. So 1 1 1 1, yes, yes. So if
So,
you give
sir,
this thing, yes, please.
the Incoterm. So, what does that mean?
Where it is?
Incoterms.
Incoterms is very simple, so you can directly see it here. So Incoterms, if you're doing any export or import, so what will be the Incoterms? That means what will be the method of moving. That means you will be taking care of cost and freight, or the customer should take care of cost and freight. Or if you go for FOB, then it's free on board. You have to supply the product till the harbor free of cost. Then after the harbor reaches the location of the customer, then he will pick up from his own point. So like this, the terms and Incoterms is different from the finance side. So only this will be useful for the export and import, not for the domestic. Clear? So if you have a time, then you can search in a Google that what are the Incoterms available. Then these all will be very interested for the salespeople. So you can learn this thing. So Incoterms is a huge topic. So each and everything, CFR, CF5, then FOB, FRA, mainly FOB and EXW will be mostly used, because Xworks is very simple. So you will be having a product produced in the manufacturing and you will be placing there. So the customer will pick up from your point directly without any cost. So it is Xworks.
Okay.
You can see it in Google, so it will give you a big topic. Yes, you can see it and you can learn it. That will be better.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. If you, I'm just giving the tax here. It is not mandatory. So anyhow, we are going to maintain the condition tab. That means a condition master. Yes, there. So yes, so the third thing is condition master. In this condition master, we will be maintaining the tax. So here I'm just giving something, so it is not mandatory. So next thing, account assignment group. So it is also not mandatory. So actually it should come automatically, because anyway it is going for a domestic revenue. So after making the sales for this particular customer, where the revenue should be. So there is purely of finance thing. Directly it will go to the P&L statement, that is a profit and loss statement. So the final thing is partner function. Yes. So partner function is very simple. Yes. So what is the sold to party and bill to party? So any commission agent you have for this particular customer, that is this customer is referred by any other commission agent, you can directly give his code, or else all the things are same. So if you don't have any direct link, or this customer is a direct customer, then you can link all the function as a same customer. So now the code is not generated, so it is showing internal. So after saving, this code will be applied here automatically. Clear? Yes. So now you can save. Okay. So it is asking some other field, that means a customer class. So okay. So that means what class this particular thing will go. So it is unique for the management. So if you have any dealers or some kind of groups you have in a customer, then you can assign this thing. That means from which marketing area this customer has reached you, that you have to map. This is from the marketing side. So I'm just giving a Mumbai. So this is Mumbai marketing team's company. That means they have referred this customer. So I'm just giving a point to that particular Mumbai. So from this we can take a report that, so how many referrals has been came from Mumbai and what are all the customers, we can take a report. Yes. Then you can save. So the customer code will be generated. Yes. So you can see here, right? So the code is 1001825. It's the customer code, and it has been generated for the sales area, for this particular sales area. It is not for any other sales area. It is only for direct sales for the chillers. Okay, clear? Yes. Okay. Okay. It's already time. Yeah. So we have to wind up. So today we have just complete the customer master. So yeah, you can do this assignment. So you can do the customer master creation tomorrow. Then balance, actually I just tried to complete all these things, but it is late. So tomorrow we just complete all these 2 3 4 5. So complete masters we can complete by tomorrow. So everything is very simple. So we can directly complete this starting from metal master. So have you tried the metal master before?
Yeah, I've done that before, but we can still
Yes.
do it because I mean, I still does this has the so tell you the view. You click one after the other, basic accounts and schedule.
Yes. Yes.
You know,
So we
but I
will,
would love
yeah.
us to do it again.
Yeah, mainly for sales department, we will be seeing only for the finished goods and semi-finished. So
Yeah.
only the sales view and some particular views will come. So we can see tomorrow. And the condition master is very simple. So condition master, we will be giving some taxes. So what are all the conditions should come? So what are all the condition we have to create for the particular sales, that we can see tomorrow. Then customer info record. So customer related items, that means for this
Okay.
particular customer, what are all the things, that means how the description should be. So I will be giving
Yeah.
the product description, but in customer info record you can give a customer specific description, so that will be displayed in your sale order. And finally output master, this is one time master. So you will be given that separate output thing, that means, so Ababar will create a program for the output printing, that you will be assigning to the SD for inquiry, quotation, sale order. For each and every order type you will be giving a output master determination. So when you are creating that particular thing, automatically this printout will come. Clear? Yes. So these all 2 3 4 5 we can see tomorrow. So meanwhile you can start doing the customer master, and you can check with the enterprise structure. And yeah, so that's all for today. So tomorrow we can see this masters and complete. Then after that, so how to do this masters related things in the configuration side, we can see in the next class.
Okay. Question, sir. So so we can create a customer master in the system we have already. So not to config. So we are not configuring now, right?
Yes, you are not doing any config. So what is available in this thing, you
Okay.
can do the thing. So after doing the master
Okay.
thing, I will show you how to create the customer accounting group. Then what are all the things related? What are all the things we are taking from the configuration part? that how to create that thing, we will show you in the next class after doing this transaction.
Okay. Okay.
Then only you can easily relate. So this are all the things we are creating in the end user side. So what are all the things we are doing from the consultant side, we can see next class.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, that's all for today. So we can see tomorrow. Fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you got the configuration side reports, right? You got the manuals.
Yeah,
You can refer that.
I got it. I'm
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you
print
can
that out.
Yeah, you can refer that also. So we can see tomorrow regarding these transactions.
Okay, no problem, sir.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sacrificing.
Yeah.